Hey, here we are once again, another video. Happy to be here on this really nice Sunday afternoon. Hi, I'm Aleena,
And I'm Axxar.
and we are starseeds, multidimensional channelers, healers, and Akashic practitioners. And we're here to talk about all things ascension related to help you on your awakening journey. All of our offerings and information are in the tab below. And we always welcome your comments and questions and suggestions for future videos. And thank you so much for watching, sharing, and subscribing. So today we want to talk a little bit about channeling, as we are both multidimensional channelers. And we want to talk about our ways of channeling, our ways of getting ready to channel, and how your way may be different from ours, which is perfectly fine too, because everyone is individual and everyone has their own ways of doing things. So, anyways, so let's jump into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
let's jump into it. Hi,
uh,
Axxar, how you doing today?
very good, actually.
Good, good. I'm feeling a little unsettled today, so I think this process is going to be actually really good for me. Um,
Yes,
so yeah,
same.
you too, eh?
Uh, yeah, it's. I feel actually the same.
Mm,
Not every day is on the top and perfect, but today is like I'm not synchronized, not in balance. But that because of all the energy that is happening inside me
yeah,
and around get
yeah.
affected.
I feel like I don't know. I keep reading about solar flares and Schumann resonance,
Yep.
and I don't know a lot about it, but I know what I feel, and I know when I feel things, whether or not it's coming from me because of something happening with me, or it's coming from something external, which is what I feel with this. It feels like something external that I'm just sensitive to, my energy is sensitive to. So, this is actually a really great thing to be talking about with our viewers today. Because for me, anyway, I just kind of go through this process of settling before I go into the quantum, and anyways, it just makes me feel wonderful. But
Yeah.
I can start if you want. So
Yeah.
I can maybe just talk about, okay. So
Please do.
before I'm going to channel, my normal process is, because of my background in craniosacral therapy and just being very present in my body. And also, I think the Reiki teachings from a long time ago, I just feel like where I need to be is in my body and settled in my body. So I always start with my root chakra, and I get a sense of my root chakra, and really just kind of settle into that area of my body and start to feel that connection with the earth. So it actually I start to feel heavy sort of from that area. And at the same time, I am sort of guiding this whole process with my breath and feeling my breath in my body. So I'm just going to take a second or two and just kind of go through my process, where I start at my root and then I kind of move up it through my chakras until I feel like a connection, energetic connection of all my chakras. And my breathing typically changes from, excuse me, I'm sorry. My throat chakra is actually quite activated today for some reason. Anyway, so I'm just going to take a second and do that. Okay. Whew. And then, just as I'm visualizing my root chakra, I'm also having a sense of like where it might be holding tension anywhere in my body, and just kind of intentionally, with some gentle intention, letting that tension go, just letting it relax. Really activated today, so that is quite interesting. So just notice what you notice. And so that's where I'm at. So I feel like inside of me, I'm at a place where I am very conscious of what's going on my inside, and I'm also very aware of what is coming up against my field. So my field is like an egg around me, and I can feel really what's on the other side of that. So I can feel kind of the edges of my field and the edges of whatever is coming up around me. That's the quantum. Whatever's out there is the quantum field. So
Yeah,
that's where I'm at right now. So I feel good.
that's good. That's very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And my approach is actually some different because it's like I'm connected all the time. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't do the same thing as you do, Aleena.
Mm-hmm.
I just change my focus to where I want it to be. So if I want to be in quantum, right now I'm actually looking at the quantum around me, scanning totally. And if I'm going to maybe channeling from galactic frequency or communicate with some spirits, I just switch on and I'm connected. So I'm always connected to the field. I just change my focus. I don't do all those
Wow.
stuff.
Wow. I like that. I like that yours is so different from mine, but it's so very effective for you. And mine is so effective for me, but it kind of gets us in the same place.
Yeah.
And then when we actually start to connect to, or maybe say we invite someone,
Yeah.
something, right? Like a, a higher dimensional consciousness to
Mm.
come forward. Um, yeah, we're both kind of feeling it in the same way though, right? Like when I'm feeling it, I actually feel some sensations in my physical body. But how do you feel it
Uh,
when?
it's like you told us a minute ago that I'm also aware what's happening inside my body and also aware what's happening outside my field and in my field.
Right.
And when we are connecting to higher consciousness beings, I tend to scan the field. I scan the consciousness I am connecting to, but I also are very aware about what's happening inside me. What kind of
Mhm.
feelings do I have? Is there any energy that's not my own? And if
Uh,
I feel some other energy, okay, who is it? And I am very visual, so I see a lot. That's probably one of the reasons I'm so always connected to the quantum.
yeah, good point.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you are more visual, and I'm more. I am. I don't know what clairsentient maybe, like where
yeah,
I actually feel things
because
in my body, where you can see, which is really cool.
yeah,
Sometimes I see, but I don't. I'm not so visual like you are. But sometimes, but I do somehow know, like from there's like different sensations that happen in my body. Sometimes it's like a full body thing. Sometimes it feels um like armor around my chest, and I'm starting to know the differences between different um, collective consciousnesses, let's say, different galactic races, and what their signature is for me. But yeah, that's really cool. I like how you can do that so easily. It
yeah.
feels it feels like it's so easy anyway.
uh, it is actually three parts when it comes to read the quantum. It's one is visual or
Mm-hmm.
seeing,
Mm-hmm.
and you have uh, feeling, and you
Yeah,
have knowing.
true.
So
Yeah.
I actually have all of them, and they work together. But my
Mm-hmm.
visual part is the strongest and the biggest part.
Yeah.
So when I see something, usually the knowing part and the feeling part confirms what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, for some reason, I don't see. That's when the other two comes steps up.
Yeah.
and confirms. But
Yeah.
usually I see a lot.
Yeah.
So
That's typical. Like we all kind of have these different clair abilities, right? Claircognizance,
yeah,
clairsentience, clairvoyance, clairaudience, right? Sometimes I hear things, but they all kind of work together, and sometimes some are a little bit more pronounced than others. But it's really kind of a beautiful dance. And then the next thing you know, you're interacting with um, these beautiful, beautiful energies. But
yeah,
what do you think? Since we're both here, why don't we try and channel something?
yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'm already connected, so
I know you are. Oh, yeah, I feel like there's something just sort of like beyond my field. I can feel it. I can't see it, but I can feel it, and it
yeah,
feels pretty familiar. Like
yeah.
it's someone we've channeled before.
Yeah, we have, of course, we have our guides around us, and all
Absolutely.
those galactic beings we have met, they are also here.
Mm-hmm.
I can sense the Syrians very strongly. Let me see if I also sense the Arcturians.
Wow, it just got so still right now. So still. Oof.
And I can see the Pleiadians are here, Orions, or the Mintaka race from Orions.
I feel like any of them would step forward and engage with us if we were to ask any of them.
Yeah, we can just ask any of them, see if they have any information for us or to the viewers. Are you sensing any particular galactic race?
Arcturian is coming to mind right now,
Yeah, I
and I'm
feel a
just
very
actually,
strong.
as I'm not clairvoyant, but I'm seeing them in my third eye. They're
Yeah,
so beautiful. They're
and
so beautiful.
yeah, and just so people know, to feel and to know is kind of the same thing as seeing or being visual. It's just
True.
a different way of approaching the energy to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Let's ask the Arcturian to come forward.
Please come. So I see only one being, and it feels more masculine than feminine.
Yeah, one is one masculine. Oh, one male Arcturian has come forward. There are several here, but they are in the background, so there's only
Mm-hmm.
one here, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
So that's correct.
And I'm just looking at him, and I don't recall. I don't know if that I've channeled Arcturians that often. I know that I have an Arcturian guide that I've communicated with a few times, but this one I'm seeing some kind of a uniform, and I'm seeing a lot of blue.
Yeah, they are bluish or blue color of the skin.
Mm-hmm.
And I can also see the uniform. They are amazing beings, very,
Mm.
very highly technological,
Yeah.
advanced, especially in medicine.
Mm. So just as I'm looking at him, I don't know if you see the same thing, but what I see is like more like a form fitting uniform, and I see like a collar or like a high collar of some sort, and also like some kind of a belt, the waist.
Yeah, I actually see the same.
Yeah,
It's
that's
it's
awesome.
like the complete uniform with the belt
Yeah.
and the colors of it. For me, it's like white or some brownish,
Mm,
some color. I can't see the color correct, but
mm,
I see the uniform,
nice.
and I also had the lifetime with the Arcturians some
You
time
know,
ago.
they really don't look at all like humans, but I'm still like, I'm just so drawn to his face. And I just find it's so beautiful. And I think that's part of the frequency as well.
Yeah.
But they're incredibly beautiful.
Oh yes, yes they are.
I wish I could draw.
Oh, that would be so awesome to draw whatever we saw.
That's true. Yeah. So he's just kind of being quiet, but we can ask if he understands what we're doing here.
Yeah,
Um, so I'm going to ask if there is a message that we can channel from the Arcturians for us and for our viewers. And ooh, I'm just getting palpitations in my high heart right here.
yeah. I'm starting to get warm, and it's the signs that I'm connecting to the energy more.
Yeah.
Typical signs.
So yeah, I don't know what's going to come through, but just going to settle first. And my eyes are starting to leak, which is kind of like confirmation for me.
I
Yeah,
am the same.
you are too, eh?
Yeah, even if I have my eyes closed, they're leaking and like
Mm-hmm.
blinking all the
Yeah,
time.
it's not tears or anything. It's just
Yeah,
this, I don't know, just like a lot of water.
yeah, like
Yeah,
a weird confirmation that we are connected
yeah,
to a higher being.
yeah.
It's just how it is.
It is how it is.
Let's see if
Um,
you have any.
and I'm just being made aware of like my physical sensation, my physical space, how it feels. I actually feel tingling from my toes right up to my high heart.
Mm.
Um, it feels like warm and almost like almost like I'm wrapped in bubble wrap or something. What a weird sensation. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So every galactic race has their own energy signature, and you will experience them differently within you. And then you start to get used to um, remembering like what that energy signature is, so that when you connect with different galactic races, you'll get to know, if you're not visual like Axxar and you actually see them, you'll get to know from how it feels in your body. Oh yeah, that's that bubble wrap feeling, or that's that uh,
Yeah.
you know um, armor feeling, or adrenaline feeling, or whatever it is. But yeah.
Um, and their
Mm.
energy is it's light, kind of light energy,
Mm-hmm.
and they also have this very good sense of humor.
Very good. Yeah.
So if
They're
you feel
jokesters.
those things, you know you are connecting to Arcturian.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll say things in a way that is just kind of funny and off
Yeah,
the wall. Yeah. Their
light,
messages are funny.
yeah, lighting up the mood.
Yeah. Lighten up the mood for sure.
It's so quiet.
Why?
That is actually one of the things you can experience when you connect to Galactic. being a higher consciousness, that sometimes you have questions and sometimes you're wondering about one thing and another thing. But other times you just connect and there is no particular communication. It's just being in energy and it becomes so quiet, so peaceful, like you are recharging your batteries when you are connected to them. It doesn't
That
have to be communication every time.
that's exactly right. And I actually feel like that's part of the message that I'm getting anyway, is that this sense of quiet is both, for me, it feels external and it also feels internal. And it feels like, all of the millions of thoughts, well, hundreds of thousands of thoughts that you have every day, all these things in
Yeah,
your mind, everything just gets silent. It
yeah,
gets very silent. But I mean, if you
it's,
think about it, they don't have an ego like we have an ego. The one, the chattering and all the questioning and the trying to organize things. They're not like that. When you connect with their frequency, it feels very pure. It feels very uh, uncomplicated and very light. And it is absolutely just a beautiful frequency to be resting in. That's what I feel right now, that I'm just resting in their frequency.
yeah. I feel the same, and
Oh,
actually
mm-hmm.
today I need it.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
I'm just kind of called to this, like they are master healers,
Oh yes,
master healers. They're
they are.
incredible. Um, and what could be more healing than turning off your mind for a few minutes and just resting in their frequency? It is just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's so refreshing. So, for me, I'm constantly sensing energy around me. So, and
Mhm.
some days it can be kind of overloads, like today. So, to be just peace and quiet in the mind, let the body rest, and be in the energy, it's absolutely amazing.
Mm. And they just had me, I'm smelling cigarette smoke, which is the funniest thing. Because why? Because there's nobody here in my place. And no, there's no cigarette smoke. But this is kind of their signature jokester type thing. Their kind of funny sense of humor.
Yeah,
Just yeah, just I don't know. I just really appreciate the Arcturians. They're so beautiful.
they are very beautiful, and it's like
Mm,
they want you to know that don't take everything so serious all the time.
yeah.
Just take care of yourself, live your life,
Hmm.
but don't take everything so serious.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to be happy.
Right. Yeah. And allow yourself to, even if you're trying this at home and, it's your first time and you're not confident about your abilities to say connect with a galactic frequency, just kind of going through that process, whatever works for you, of settling and being still and just having a sense of, like where your energy body is and what's outside of your energy body. That is that's very healing and restorative in itself.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
is.
all it's all a process, but keep with it because it's so worth it.
Yeah, it's totally worth it.
Mm.
You will feel so refreshed when
Mm-hmm.
you are not connecting to them more. So it's very refreshing to be in the energy and just be at peace on every level.
Yeah,
And I think that's actually important these days towards all this energy that's going on
yeah.
on this
Take a
planet.
little
So
break. Take a little break from the craziness of
Yeah.
of your mind, I'm going to say, not of the world, but of your mind, the craziness of your mind. Okay, maybe so maybe we're just going to let that go and say thank you
Yeah.
so much to this beautiful Arcturian guide who came through. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm just going to open my eyes here. My eyes are wet. Oh,
Same.
oh my
Every
gosh.
time.
Yeah,
It's
every time. That
never
was
wrong.
amazing. Ah,
So
well,
when you connected to the Arcturian now, you did went through the process like you do every time,
yep,
and then you communicate with them.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And
That's my way of doing it. And
yeah.
it happens pretty fast, you know, like when it just like it felt like just at this and in one certain moment, all of a sudden there was this stillness. I could feel the stillness inside of me, and it was like external as well. Like everything got really quiet and felt
Yeah.
very still. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
For me, it was like I saw them in the background at first. Like I said, I saw the Syrians and the Arcturians,
Mm-hmm.
and you felt the Arcturians come forward. I just connected to it, and I was already seeing them, and I'm connected. So
Mm,
that's how I am. I just like I said, I'm connected all the time. So even like I
nice.
said, even if you are talking now, I am scanning and seeing in the quantum, but sometimes it can be like a overload, so I need to reset.
Mm-hmm.
And to be in like the Arcturian's energy, to have a quiet mind, to stop the mental noise, is actually so refreshing.
Cool. Well, maybe we should do a disconnect protocol, which is what
Mm.
we always do whenever we connect to the quantum.
Yeah,
And
it's
really, that's
very
to just to
important.
keep you in your sovereignty, to make sure that you're taking back whatever energy that you're putting out there. Everyone takes
Yeah,
their energy back. Everyone comes into full sovereignty. So, what we normally do is something that we've learned from another ascension teacher, and it kind of goes like this: any energetic ties, bonds, or cords created consciously or unconsciously as a result of this interaction today, I now dissolve, retract, rescind, and I send all of that energy back to its rightful owner. I'm taking all of my energy back to myself. And as you're doing that, you're kind of feeling it coming into your solar plexus, right? As we all come into complete and utter sovereignty as a group of independent souls in consciousness. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
thank you.
Yeah.
That part is actually very important, not
Yeah.
only when you are connecting to galactic beings or other higher beings of consciousness, but
Mm-hmm.
also when you have connected to other people or large group of peoples, because everyone is in some ways sensible to catch up or read energy and get sense of the energy coming into the field. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
some people doesn't are not aware of that they are in another person's energy field. So it's important to throughout the day, at least what I think, to disconnect for all the
Yeah.
energies. You take back your own sovereignty.
Yeah. Take back your own sovereignty. Yeah. Especially if you're amongst, larger groups of people. And let's face it,
Yeah.
if you're sensitive to energy or an empath, you will feel it more when you're around larger groups of people. So it's a really good thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Great.
Well, thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank
we'd
you
love
for
to hear
watching.
your comments. If you want to like, share, subscribe, we really, really appreciate it. We're still trying to grow this channel.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that you want us to talk about next time, just yeah, just let us know. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.